So, hi everyone.
Hello.
It's me, Denny Daniel, and I'm here with
Luke.
And Luke came all the way from New York.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah,
Oh,
very,
yeah.
very cool. And he works on some amazing stuff, actually shows that I've been on, Luke has actually worked on, which is amazing. So you need to catch all the shows he's done, watch History Channel, watch Science Channel, watch all those channels, because those are the best channels in the world with very, very cool stuff. So he actually remembers me from a lot of those shows, which is frightening, which means he has no life, if he remembers anything that I've been on. And I was only on 5 minutes on some of those shows.
We cut him down pretty quick.
Yeah, and do you know that people have stopped me in like Missouri and said, "I know you from somewhere," and I'm like, "Well, you know, I was on Pawn Stars." That's right, you're like a celebrity. And they take a picture. I'm like, "Dude, that was like 5 minutes."
Yeah.
Like, why would you even? I don't remember anyone.
So you didn't buy it then? Did you make an offer?
He did not. Yeah. Now, we're revealing the secret. Yeah. So they didn't buy it, and I ended up with the machine.
He wanted it though.
He wanted it really badly, and you
This
don't
is
even
right
know
up his alley.
the backstory is amazing. We should film the backstory someday.
Yeah.
I was making negotiations in the parking lot all over the world trying to find another one because they were like, "This show is real. Everything's real. So if you sell, you sold."
Yeah,
and I said, "I teach kids, so
Yeah.
I have to be able to replace it if I sell it." So I was negotiating all over the world to find a spare. That's why we canceled that show, and it had to be shot the next day because there was all this stuff. I said, I've got to find another one. They're like, "Well, do something," and we had to cancel, reschedule, cancel, reschedule. It was crazy. I was literally in the parking lot with 3 different countries, and they didn't get back to me fast enough. So I had no answer. So even my mother, my staff, everyone called me 5 minutes before the show and said, "So do you have a decision?" I said, "No." "You don't have a replacement?" I said, "No. It's a risk." And they said, "What are you going to do? Are you going to do the show?" And I said, "Show must go on." And they said, "But how are you going to make a decision?" I said, "I don't know." So when you look at me on camera, if you look at my face, I'm like doing the math. If he had gone up $100 more, I might have been able to get another one. There was a possibility, but he went 100
There can't be
less.
many though. How many are there?
Originally there were thousands.
Yeah,
now
but
there's
like
less, obviously, but there's still lots of them.
Okay.
I've got 4.
There you go.
Ever since then, I bought 4. And remember how Mark was like, "You don't have an Enigma." Well, now I have several parts of the Enigma. I don't have a full Enigma, but I've got like 5 rudders and parts of the box and everything. So I've got lots of Enigma pieces. I can kind of build a Frankenstein Enigma, sort of maybe. But at any rate, let's get back to these things.
Okay,
so you're going to open up one of these boxes. Now, the way I do this, Luke,
Yes.
is I do this like a 42nd Street shell game, which I'm born and raised and remember 42nd Street shell games when a guy had 3 shells and a quarter under one of them, mix them up like that, you had to guess which one had the quarter and you'd win something.
You're forgetting I'm in the Society of American Magicians.
Oh,
so I'm
that's
an expert
right.
at
Yes,
3 card
which you
monsters.
guys gotta definitely know about magicians because they kick butt. They're the best.
Exactly.
So at any rate, it's like a 3-card Monty. The only difference here is I don't have any shells. There isn't a quarter under any of these, and you win nothing.
Okay.
So it's not really very similar, except for one minor detail. I do mix them up like a 42nd Street shell game. So this is me mixing up the boxes. Are you confused, Luke?
Yes.
Good, because otherwise I would have to do this all day long. Okay, so here are the boxes. Pick a box to open any box.
You know, I'm gonna go. See, most people probably go for the biggest, but this one says "handle with care" and "fragile" on it, so I'm gonna go for that
You
one.
have that one?
Yes.
Excellent. And there's your scalpel.
Okay.
Now, first thing I always have to tell people is whatever you do,
Now,
don't.
do you know what's in here?
Most of
rough
the
idea?
items I purchase, sometimes it's a donation.
Okay.
I have no clue because they all come in boxes.
Okay.
And they're all
And
nondescript
you have
boxes,
so
so I
many.
have no clue what's inside any of them.
Okay. So this is going to be a surprise.
I always have to
for
say,
you.
whatever you do, don't cut yourself,
Yes.
don't cut me, don't cut Tristan.
Tristan.
But
Not
if you
Tristan.
do, I have this, and it's probably from England. This is a bleeder.
Scarifier.
This is a phlegm or a bleeder, and this will cut you 12 more times after you cut yourself.
It's sometimes called scarifiers.
To what?
A scarifier as well.
Yeah, that would be a scarifier.
They have like 12 little. Does it have the blade still in?
Yes, and it works. It goes choom.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Mike from Oddities actually tested it for me
Oh, yeah?
the first
On
time.
himself?
Yeah, on himself, and that's why he had to go to the hospital, and that's why they canceled the show because he couldn't do it anymore
bad.
because he was sick.
Okay.
It was supposed to cure you. Didn't do a good job of that. It's probably from England, from what I know,
Okay.
because it's like late 1700s, early 1800s.
Here we go. Now,
Dun, dun, dun. You hear the
wait,
Mission
dun, dun,
Impossible
dun.
theme behind you?
I'd like a. I'll give one more piece here. This is very exciting.
Watch that finger. I do have a prosthetic arm.
What did you take the oddities, by the way? I only did the first
I did
series
the
of
pigeon
it.
parachute
Okay,
one episode,
yeah.
and I did another episode, and I forget what that one was, but I remember the
Sure,
pigeon
sure.
parachute episode. That was a great one. Many items in this room are from them.
Here we go.
That's just
Nice
not,
one.
that's
Okay,
not-
here we go.
That's just not-
Here we go. This is exciting.
Ta-da.
Here we go.
I have no clue.
Here we go.
Usually by now I can guess. I can.
Okay,
Oh,
it's
it
a
looks
book.
like. Is it a book?
It's a book.
Okay, still have no clue. Usually by now I can guess, but I still have no clue.
It says. Oh, look at
I'm
this.
in denial about glasses, so you're seeing nothing
Here
on
we
my face,
go.
right?
This is all. Banditti and Lives and Exploits of Bandits and Robbers.
That's like the holy grail.
18. So we have 1833.
1833. All the
Lives
bandits
and
from them.
Exploits of Banditti and Robbers in all parts of the world.
So it tells you about pirates and bandits and robbers.
This is prepared
and
for the American edition by the American editor. Wow.
that is such a cool.
The Buccaneers of America. We have Hungarian robbers. The Highlanders of India. A lot of Italian. So he's Italian, so that's why it's Banditti. Because I think he was he wrote a book called The Romance of Italian History. So I think a lot of the first ones are Italians. Here we go. There are few subjects that interest us more generally than in adventures of robbers and banditti. Bandits.
It's true.
Look at this.
I'm beyond curious to know. Wow, that is such a
The Lives
cool
of
book.
Bandits.
Why do I feel like you're perfect for opening?
Beautiful. Well, let's pick one, shall we? So let's do this. So let's pick one at random. So pick a number between 1 and 14.
1 and 14. My favorite number is 5, but I was thinking 7, but 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roman banditti. Let's see what they got there. Actually, let's do this. Let's pick a number between 1 and 200 and 304.
Guys, pick a number.
Pick it. Between 1 and 304.
1 and 304?
Yeah, any number.
213.
Okay.
It's
213.
a ripped page.
It's ripped
I bet I picked the ripped
I know.
page.
That'd be quite exciting. So we find ourselves in a chapter on Afghan robbers. That's interesting. I was talking about my
wow.
great-great-grandfather who was in the
Right.
Second Afghan War.
Yeah.
The mountain tribes of the Afghan race who dwell between India and Persia are nearly all robbers.
Wow. Nearly all robbers.
Nearly all
wow.
robbers.
Well, they kept the family business.
So there we go. A powerful tribe occupying an extensive country among the mountains. It's interesting. So when my great-great-grandfather was there, they had similar experiences in that, like the Peshawar met the Khyber Pass.
Right.
Where like they would
My father
they would
knew
go
that.
there in their redcoats and wander around, not see anyone, and they would like shoot them from the mountains, and they could never find anyone.
Wow.
That's when the English army switched wearing khaki for the first time from redcoats.
So
1870s. There we go. Buccaneers of America.
we're talking about the early 1800s, the late 1800s when your
1870s.
great grandfather was it?
Yeah.
Or, wow, was
This
there.
is a great
and
book.
we were talking about it right before camera.
Exactly. And now even
How
more interesting,
ironic
someone
is
has
that?
written in
And I picked that
pencil-
number because it's I think it's a Jewish number about the
Okay.
bones in the body or laws or something like that.
This
I
has
think
come
it's 213,
from
214.
the library of the Philomathaliana Society. What do you think that might be?
God
Take a look.
knows.
See if I can read it right like that. The library of the...
I always keep I keep like 25 magnifying
Uh-huh.
glasses all over the house now.
That one up there. Look at that. What do you think that might be? The
Library of Philo MALLHAEA
Let's look it up. The
Society.
Let's see what they were up to. See, one of the good things about the... is that you can just look up the...
I know, before you'd have to go to the
Oh
library.
no,
Wait till it
spell
opened.
it. We're like FPHI.
It's hard to...
It's hard,
Guys,
right?
if you can see that. And then the first page here.
1833.
Yeah, I love that it's such an early year.
It's an unusual thing
And
to
there's
write
the table
a,
of contents that he's reading from.
It's an unusual thing to write a book about. You think? You think they sold many of those?
Oh, I'm sure.
Or should
It's
it,
such
don't
a
they?
popular subject.
Now, do you
Everyone
think
loves
it gave?
banditos.
Do you think it gave like tips? So it was giving hints.
I wonder how to be a robber.
Okay, so I'm gonna do PH Philo. I got that PHILOMA. Philo. Here we go. Philomathian. Matthean Society. It's gone.
It's funny, I had to do like handwriting for Ellis Island for many years, reading manifests.
The Philomathian Society is a collegiate literary society, the oldest student group at the
Literary Societies.
University of Pennsylvania. Founded in 1813 to promote the learning of its members.
In Pennsylvania? Where in Pennsylvania?
University of Pennsylvania.
Wow, that's cool. So this
is exciting. So they're in the top floor of that. That's where they meet.
Holy moly, that's a beautiful building.
They meet in the
we don't
top
want to
floor
put
there.
any personal information.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, there isn't.
The top floor, they meet in the top floor of that place.
Wow, how cool.
And that's where it came from.
That's a beautiful place.
Huh. Now I wonder if there were any famous members who used to go there. What do you think?
Oh, sure. Are you kidding?
If
it's been around since
1813, so they'd been around for 20 years. They would meet on Friday nights. They still meet there. Huh.
Really? Are there any plates in this? Doesn't seem like there's any plates.
This is good. They have a. They have. Guess what their publication is called? It's called the Mask and Wig Club.
So they've been around about 200 years.
Yeah. They did the first ever translation of the Rosetta Stone. That's quite exciting.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Well,
But
they're all about literary, so there you go.
They were interested in, and they're still around. Huh.
We should visit them and tell them I got one.
Have.
They may want this back.
Can you imagine?
That's from our library.
So that's a good one.
That's a really good one to open.
So there we go. That's exciting.
I like it. That's very.
That's a good book. Where did you find that from? So that was
there you go. I'm gonna say goodbye to these humans. Bye, everyone.
Bye. So where did you?